how Zoom is getting these meetings now straight in. So hello and welcome. It's lovely to be here with you and lovely to welcome our friends here on the call with us. So let's just give them a second to pop in. Hello, hello, hello. Great to see you. Good to have you here with us. Hello, Omar, as well. This is hello. First time.
How are you? Nice to see you. How are you?
Really great. Thank you. Good to see you here.
See you as well. Yeah, I'm excited. I was waiting. I said I can come in a few minutes today and meet you guys.
Perfect. That is it. So, Omar, what we do here, since you are the first newcomer here in the group today, I will just explain for your benefit and for the benefit of those who are watching us live now on LinkedIn and YouTube. This is our networking meeting. So as we expand with RIMPAGE, we have decided to share our network with our friends and to invite everyone who is connected here on LinkedIn. If this is something that resonates with you, we would like to have some fun. We would like to introduce you to some people who are making a real difference in this world, people who are working from the place of heart. They are working not so much because they have to, but because they care and they really want to make a positive difference and leave a legacy that will make an impact, that will carry on making impact when they're no longer here.
Awesome.
So, yes, so that is what we do. And how we do it is we take 2 minutes to share about our mission, right? And then we also, and don't worry, I will let people who have been here before go before you. So they tell us about the mission first, what is the thing that's moving them forward, and also they tell us who they have in their network and who they would like to have in their network. So we talk about.
I don't mind going first. I'm used to it because I have to go in 10 minutes. I have a.
Excellent. That's brilliant. So we expecting someone else on this call. I'm just concerned whether he's got the link, right? Because he was ready from like 3 days ago.
Right.
That's it. We don't want to miss Brian. But for all of our other friends, they're probably fallen in this time difference at the moment. There is a delay, so it's causing a great deal of anguish. We don't know which time zone to schedule our meetings, and because we have committed to this time, it has just been a fun week, let's say that, and we have another one coming up as well. So I do hope that our two continents can coordinate this time change. But no, it's never the case, right? We never have it easy. So I think we're ready to start. If you are ready, Patrick, shall we start with you? Tell us about RIMPAGE. Did you want to say something else?
Yes. Since Omar has to go in 2 minutes, would it be okay if we hear him?
Did you say you had to go in 10? In 10, then you can go next.
Yeah.
We'll let Patrick go so that you can see sort of the format in which we do this. Short the timer on.
Okay.
I think we.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So RIMPAGE is a global one-on-one basketball league, very different from anything else that's out there, in that we are, first of all, one-on-one. Second, we have unlimited capacity. There's no limit to the number of players who can join this league. And 3, we care about players. We are connecting players with their dream of becoming a professional basketball player in a way that no other league is doing it. With the leagues that we've had up like since the invention of basketball, there's Mr. Brian, good to see you, sir, is a capacity issue where there are only a certain number of teams, only a certain number of roster spots. And once all of those spots are filled, even the good players don't have an opportunity to play. This is happening in schools as well, where there's only one team and there may be thousands of students. And once the team has been selected, then the rest of the students don't have an opportunity. So we're solving that problem by creating a one-on-one league where you can pick yourself to play. There are no scouts or general managers or anyone to pick you. You pick yourself, you sign up, you become an athlete, and you show the world what you've got. The one thing that I wanted to give a little bit more emphasis on today was the entertainment value. In the NBA, we have, I think, some 450 athletes, and maybe the top 10% of those is like a handful of athletes. But with RIMPAGE, try to imagine 100 million basketball players from all over the world, and imagine the cultural influence on the game that we're going to get to see now, because we're going to turn the camera on all of these locations. Now, we had a conversation the other day with an athlete in Serbia who said if he sees a guy dunking, he's thinking that guy's game is not refined. So there are all these different nuances that we're going to get to see. It's going to be very exciting. As far as who's in our network, we have athletes, of course. We have people in media and people who do podcasting. If you need any of that service, then we can connect you with those people. And the people we're looking for are, of course, athletes and people who work in schools right now. And got it. Unless
on the dot. That was good. Thank you for sharing that, Patrick. Always fascinating to hear more and more and more about RIMPAGE. Brian, welcome. It's good to see you here.
Thank you. It's good to see you guys.
Good morning to you. Is it good morning or is it good
It's afternoon? It's afternoon now. It's after 12 o'clock. It's afternoon now.
Yeah, we have made the honorary mention to the time change and the chaos it has caused this week. So we are ready to go to Omar. If you're ready to go next.
Basically, just go my background and all of that and what I do.
Yeah, tell us about your mission. Tell us why you're passionate about and who are the people that are most impacted by it. And then you can talk about your network after that. I'll put the timer on so you can see if you can get it in 2 minutes, that'd be great. And then you can tell us about the network. I will ask you the question.
Yeah, my name is Omar and I'm in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been here since '96, a been a long time, originally from the Yugoslav Bosnia area. Family. I basically have an engineering degree and I work in the tech field. And I also tutor and I teach. In 2020, I started this like Jeopardy game trivia called Zoom Party, Zoom, Pardy, and it's for educating kids and people all over. And I tape about 15 shows a season from September to now. And it's a fun, fast, educational way for people to learn in a trivia manner, right? And recently I've been joining LinkedIn through a friend of mine who did a spotlight for me, and I got more followers. I had, maybe 400, now I'm up to 750 or so. And through that, I've been connected through Don Cohen, I was a guest host on his show. I'm not sure if you heard of him. He has like 40,000 almost. So I was with him, and I've been just loving networking and meeting people all over the world. And if you notice behind me, this is the Mostar Bridge over there from a painting of one of my close friends that I tutored one time. So yeah, I love meeting people and connecting with people from all over the world. I have people from Europe, from Asia, and with my fun activity, I try to connect with people. So I want to thank you guys, Patrick, and also Katrina for inviting me here. I'm excited to get to know you, and especially with our backgrounds, it's kind of similar. Perfect.
Yes.
I love the timer. It's like, it reminds me of an eclipse.
Yes.
Awesome.
I like the format that they made this in. Thank you for telling us a little bit about your mission. I had a look on your YouTube channel and it sounds really interesting. And especially I love the fact that you work with kids, and you will see that many people in our community are working and bringing really empowering missions forward, missions that will empower children to become leaders of future, confident leaders of future, and also not forgetting this element of fun. We're here to make life fun, and when we connect with doing what we love the most, fun never stops, right? We can literally not sleep, we can not eat, work all hours of the day. It doesn't feel like work, it feels like play still. So it's fantastic to meet you. I'm looking forward to you connecting with all of the people in our network. And also, I look forward to meeting you for the first time because we have the meeting scheduled. So we're going to find out a lot more about you as well in the future.
I'm looking forward to Tuesday. Exactly.
Yes, yes, yes. Brilliant. So Nicole, hello and good morning. Good morning. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Excellent. Excellent.
Good. Yes, I'm one of those totally thrown off by the time change. So I also need to jet here. So I apologize. I have to exit as soon as I go. But
Nicole, you did me much honor with the tribute to Robin Harris with the clip you sent me. And that's exactly where I got the greeting to my morning show from.
Yep, you're welcome. I grew up with that.
Me too.
Whether appropriate
Same.
Same, exactly. I just loved it, and every time somebody says good morning in that manner, I always think of Good Morning Vietnam. Like
Same.
It's absolutely
Same.
brilliant.
So funny.
Absolutely. Let's go then.
Okay. So my name's Nicole Grelecki. I'm a certified teen coach. I help teenagers. I call them teenagers, preteen, teen, anything in between. I help them gain confidence and life skills so they can become leaders of their own life. I host in-person classes for my community. I also do one-on-one coaching in person and virtually. And I also host a membership for parents that's less than $1 a day. I have a unique combination of skills. So yes, I'm a certified life skills coach for teenagers, but I was a retired police officer. I'm also a Girl Scout leader, and I am a mom of teenagers myself. And I really believe that that unique combination allows me to empower others to tap into their own infinite potential to become leaders of their own life. We all have to overcome our own life's adversities, and it's not about who we are at the top, but who and how we can bounce back at the bottom. And it comes from life experience of having to do that. And I was lucky enough, I've been an aunt since I was 12. So I've always been around this age group. And my own nieces and nephews tell me that they were inspired that I was able to see them for who and what they are, and just meet them where they were at. And so I believe that this gives me and makes me stand out amongst the people out there who are trying to help this age group. And so I support them by helping them tap into their own value so they can identify it, and then they can develop it. And then we build on the positive aspects of their life so they can focus on the good and not waste their time with the bad. So we start with learning little things like learning how to stay home alone, and we develop all of their life skills so parents can stop paying for babysitters, and then they can be self-sufficient with themselves. Excellent. So the people I'm looking for are parents of teenagers who are ready to stop paying for babysitters and for their kids to stay home alone, who want to help and feel, who want the help, but don't necessarily feel comfortable going through the traditional channels. They're looking for somebody to hear their teenager for who, what, and where they are in their life. And they're ready for some change in their life. I have a network of specialized teen coaches. I also have amazing colleagues like the ones here, who, if I don't know the answer, I feel like I'm pretty confident to say we can find somebody who can help you.
Perfect. What a lovely, lovely mission to be on and work with children. Really, really empowering, and really an invitation to parents as well. If you have teenagers in your life, Nicole is the person you want to talk to, for sure, because with the background of her knowledge and her interest and investment of her emotion and heart into working with children, you won't find a better coach, really. And
thank you, Katarina.
You're so welcome. And Brian,
yes,
not wait to hear how you're going to put it in 2 minutes, what you do and why you do it.
Well, it's going to be kind of hard for me to put it in 120 seconds, but I'll give it my best shot. I started in broadcasting in 1995 off of a pure, unadulterated idea that at Chicago State University, a friend checked out a camera. I said, "Can you attach a microphone to that?" And he said, "Sure." And with only like 1 page of notes and me being dressed for the occasion, that's when I called my first game. And as I told Katerina and Patrick, the fellow who got me started was Jim Durham, who called Bulls games for many, many years, and decided, you know what? I'm not going to. I decided then I'm not going to seek a radio position. I'm going to create one. So that's what I did with Chicago State. That's what I did with the high schools in the area beginning in 1996. I've gone through many a name change with my company, but now I decided with Snowman Multimedia to start at ground zero and just go up from there. Next August, we'll celebrate my 28th year in broadcasting, doing sports talk, doing play-by-play. And now I'm after being scammed by a job that was in essence too good to be true, which is what my wife told me. I'm all in. I'm pushing my chips to the middle of the table, and I'm all in. I'm not going to look for another job. I'm not putting in another application. I'm going to create one. And that's my mission right now. Biggest thing that's stopping me, funding in terms of advertising and sponsorships, which is why I hopped on this call to hopefully get something started in that area, and which is why I'm taking on RIMPAGE, to call the matches there. I figure why not? So I'm going for it. I'm all in.
Brilliant, brilliant. Do you want to tell us also about your network, Brian? Who are the people in your network who you want to be, who you want to see there, that we can introduce you if we are friends with them, and also who you can introduce us to?
I can introduce you guys to a lot of students that I have called games for in the past. And there's a couple of broadcasters who are very dear friends of mine. They call different sports. Dave Sims for baseball, television voice of the Seattle Mariners. Robert Ford, audio voice for the Houston Astros. Neil Funk, former voice of the Bulls for many, many years. Him and just so many people I've gotten to know. Some famous, some on the way there. Travis Demers, good friend of mine, radio voice of the Portland Trailblazers. Bill Schoenig, longtime voice of the San Antonio Spurs, another very dear friend of mine. I've known him since 2014.
Brilliant.
The thing, like I said, and I'll put it out there, the one thing that I am missing to really make this take off, sponsors. Because I have put feelers out there, if you want to sponsor my show, get a hold of me here. And while I'm being completely honest, after what happened yesterday, I just feel like I'm getting laughed at. And frankly, I'm sick of it. I like you guys with RIMPAGE and with Omar and everybody else that comes into this network. I'm tired of being laughed at. I'm tired of being thought of as an afterthought. And frankly, it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking to be thought of as just an afterthought when you are doing your absolute best to put content out there, to put yourself out there, not to be afraid to put yourself out there.
Yes. Yep. We are going to link that conversation we had with you last week, Brian, and then because I really love that frank and honest talk, because there is too many people who are doing excellent work who are being overlooked, whether that is deliberate or not. We're here to give voice to all of those who have not been heard so far. And thank you so much for showing up here, for sharing that, for working together with RIMPAGE, because together we're going to reach further than we can reach alone.
Oh, together we're going to create an empire.
Absolutely.
We're going to create an empire.
So RIMPAGE is moving in big steps. And if I'm going to put timer on for myself as well, just to be fair. RIMPAGE is here to make stars. We are wearing a star on our t-shirts today, Patrick and I. So this guy right here, right? He's the best player in our league. And before RIMPAGE switched on the camera, the world didn't know who Desiree Harrington is. And now the world is going to know. So this is what we are in business of. We are here in business of making opportunities. We are in business of giving everyone a fair chance, giving everyone their own ladder to climb, so they can measure up against the best, but the only true competition is only themselves. There is no one at the top telling them you can't go further. If you want to prove yourself, you can go all the way with RIMPAGE. So this is the opportunity that world has never seen before. And we cannot expect the world just to agree and say, yes, the door is wide open for you. Most of the people are going to be skeptical about it, and frankly, even not believe that it is possible to achieve. But we are here to prove them otherwise. Not to prove them anything, but to actually give the chance to those who really need that opportunity, who were like you, Brian, and like us, waiting for that time and place where we can connect our dreams and we can make them come true. And many a time we have had promises broken, but here the decision lies in our own hands. We are making our own way. We are our own champions. Here we go. That was my 2 minutes. People who we have in our network are people who will stop at no challenge, no matter what life brings to them. And when you see Brian's story, this story goes so much deeper. He's fighting things on so many different levels, and he is overcoming each and every one of those. So if you want to be a leader, that is how you show up. No matter what challenge is there in front of you, you're going to deal with it.
You show up and you show out. That's how I feel. You show up and you show out.
Exactly. I love the attitude of creating your own way. That's it.
Yeah, and I'm creating my own. I'm Patrick and I talked about this off the air. I'm done putting in applications, man. I'm done. After yesterday, and my wife, my beautiful wife, caught all the errors that I didn't catch. Enough's enough. When you get so tired, when you get so frustrated, I may as well be frank. I thought, you know what? I'm going to tear this studio down, pack everything up, and just be done. But then I sat here most of the night and I said, no, I can't quit. I can be frustrated. I can be angry, but as I get the frustrations out. But then you keep going. It's what my friend Victor told me this morning. You keep going. You make the adjustments you need to make, and you just go from there. Absolutely.
Well, our friend Omar, they had to go, and we are going to wind this up.
All right.
This call, because this is something we do for our network. We share our network, and we share brilliant people like Brian here with some empowering missions and brilliant attitudes as well to back up those missions. So if you are someone who won't stop at anything, who has had their faith tested and prove to yourself that you can go all the way, I think that you will fit right in Anchored in Love with RIMPAGE. So we'd love to see you on some of our next calls, perhaps. The link is right there in the description. You can join the group, and then you can be here on the panel with us, sharing about your mission and telling the world what you can contribute with. It's been really fun talking with you, and of course we understand the realness of all of what it takes to create a big dream and to bring that dream to full fruition. And we are not going to stop until we get there. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time. Take care. Have a brilliant weekend. Bye-bye for now.